Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. It's time to take a look at Samsung's latest flagships, the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. We'll go ahead and see what's in the box, give some impressions, and also do a bit of a size comparison between the two. I also plan to do lots more future coverage coming very soon on these two devices, so make sure you click that subscribe button. Alright, let's get started. Now, I did get two different colors. The S8 Plus is the black, and the S8 is that gray as well. So let's go ahead and open it on up. Both are 64 gigs with expandable storage. Here's the S8 Plus. Let's go ahead and pop open the sticker. And there it is. And then, of course, the S8 as well. Pop this off. And there are both devices right away. And, of course, everything in the box should be the exact same. Now, for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and press and hold the power button on both of these at the exact same time. And we are going to set them to the side, let them boot up, and while they boot up, I'm going to show what's in the box of one of these, considering they're the exact same. You'll see eject pin. Looks like you'll have some booklets in here as well. As you can see here, looks like welcome guide, terms and conditions, setting up your Samsung account as well. Now, continuing on, looks like you have a micro USB to USB Type-C adapter. Here's a close look at that guy. Now, next up, you do have an option to actually a USB connector. You'll see USB Type-C, a male, to USB Type-A female as well. So nice, they're including some sort of adapters, including the wall adapter, of course, right here. Very slim, adaptive fast charge. Next up is that black USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable. And finally, they include some AKG headphones as well. I'll talk about these in a little bit once my review comes out, so stay tuned for that, along with some extra earbuds as well if you have a different size ears. I'm definitely going to have to put on the larger ones compared to these that are on right now. Okay, and now that we've finished that, let's get to what we all really want to see, and that would be the two devices. As you can see, S8 gray, S8 Plus black. Let's go ahead, peel the sticker off the S8 Plus, and then grab the S8 and peel that guy off as well. And of course, both of these devices have booted up, and here they are. So we got a welcome screen on both of them. Let's run through the startup, and I'm going to go ahead and skip through everything that's normal and only talk about maybe the fingerprint, face scanner, all that good stuff. All right, protect your phone. Let's go ahead and set up a fingerprint scanner to get started. And of course, that fingerprint scanner being a little offset from the middle, right next to that camera, so you might actually see your finger actually touching that camera lens potentially. I'll talk about that more in a little bit. Set up fingerprint securely, so let's set up a screen lock first. All right, scan your fingerprint, so let's go ahead and set my finger, at least my pointer finger, on the sensor. It feels a little bit awkward, nothing too crazy, just a little bit off in terms of it not being in the center. Like right here would probably be the most comfortable. So you do have to outstretch it just a little bit to actually reach that fingerprint scanner. And you'll see it's asking for different spots. And I'm struggling a little bit to hit all of those different spots. I'm not going to add another one for the time being. I'm going to hit continue. And it looks like to set up your iris scanner, I'll have to do that once I skip through all this. So notifications, hide content or notifications only. I'm going to hit done. Let's see if it asks for another setup. It doesn't. So it says completing setup. So again, you have to go into settings to actually set all that. So here's your Samsung account if you'd like to sign in. All of the various things they include, Samsung Health, Bixby. I'm going to go ahead and hit skip that for now. And then, of course, if you want to restore from Smart Switch, which is this little adapter, or the Samsung Cloud as well. A lot more useful features, secure your stuff. You can set your screen layout, which is a little bit interesting. They have that right at the get-go instead of under just display settings. So you can change your screen zoom or your font size right away. And you can agree to all get weather forecasts. I'm just going to go ahead and do so and hit finish. And there we have it. We are now on the home screen of the Galaxy S8. Let's grab the S8 Plus and do a bit of a comparison. Okay, and before I do the quick comparison, I actually grabbed my S8 Plus to set up the iris scanner and show that off. Gives you a big disclaimer, a bunch of different stuff letting you know, prevents glasses. I hear that glasses really don't prevent it. I'm sure sunglasses are going to affect it, and other various things. So here we go. Hold your phone 10 to 14 inches from your face. It's going to be a little difficult around the camera, but I'm going to do my best, guys. So hold the device right here. You'll see your eyes. You line them up. Let me make sure. Okay, it looks like you can see that on my camera. So that very simple. Tips for using irises. Hold your device up. Glasses or contacts might affect it. I heard they really don't. Open your eyes fully. Avoid direct sunlight. Keep the camera clean. Select a mask as well, which I think is a little goofy, but you can select a mask. Notifications as well. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and sign in, test out the fingerprint, test out the iris scanner. All right, so let's test out both of those. And of course, with this button, it's not really a button. It is pressure sensitive, but it will turn on the display like you just saw. It's just capacitive and vibrates a little bit. But anyways, let's go ahead and unlock it. So I'm going to go ahead and set my finger on, and it unlocks. Try it once more. Nice and quick. Now I also want to go ahead and you'll see you can light up the display, check all of your notifications, set your finger on there, unlocks it right away. So very quickly now, let's try the S8 Plus. I'm going to go ahead and swipe this screen, and it looks like it loads it up. Wow, very quickly. And I was even hiding behind my tripod a little bit, and that was quick. Let's go ahead and do it maybe one more time. Swipe, hold your phone closer. Very good. So that's very quick. So with the bottom of both devices aligned, you can kind of get an idea of how much taller the S8 is in your hand. And then, of course, if I go ahead and line up the bottom left-hand corners, you can get a bit of an idea of how much taller and wider it is. Here's a look at the backs with the bottom left aligned as well. And, of course, like I do in all of my unboxings, I want to go ahead and check out the storage space on both of these. So I'm going to go ahead and go into maintenance, go into storage, and this is without taking any pictures, installing any apps, anything like that. So you'll see both of them very similar. The S8, 12.5 gigabytes out of 64, 12.4 gigabytes out of 64U. So pretty much the exact same amount of space, 51.5 gigs right out of the box. At least this is the T-Mobile variant. Now let's take a closer look at that beautiful hardware on the S8 and S8 Plus. Definitely somewhere that Samsung has paid a lot of attention to and made their devices look really great. Speaker grill down at the bottom, only mono speaker, USB Type-C, headphone jack. If I go ahead and line up the bottoms and let's check out the sides. On the left side are the volume rockers and a dedicated Bixby button, which is their voice assistant, which doesn't even come with voice yet, actually. It just has some cards. I'll show that off in just a second. On the right side is a power button. You'll see the power button on the S8 sits a little bit lower than that on the S8 Plus, which I find makes it a little more difficult to reach. On the S8 Plus, at least with my hands, when it sits in the corner of my hand, I kind of have to reach up. Whereas in the S8, if I'm holding it normally, my thumb, I don't really have to move and outstretch to press that power button. Finally, up at the top is where that SIM card slot is, along with micro SD card slot and a microphone as well. And now, of course, with those gorgeous bezels, very minimal, that infinity display, it really does look great. Let's go ahead and unlock this. And unlock this with my eyeballs as well, which is very quick. I do want to make a note. And fingerprint as well. And there you have it. So very gorgeous looking devices, both of them. It's also definitely worth noting on both devices, the S8 and S8 Plus, you might want to jump into settings and go to display. And you'll see screen resolution right out of the box is 1080p. So you might want to change that up to 1440p to actually get the full resolution out of your device. Of course, bumping it up to 1440p will drain battery a little bit more as well, so just kind of keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and apply it to make sure that I get the full effect of this great display. And then finally, I want to load up the camera for the first time. You'll see you choose different modes, filters, next, zoom in and out as well. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, not turn on location tags. Let's go ahead and snap a quick picture. And you'll see that Bixby Vision showed up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that, and you'll see Bixby Vision, see more than meets the eye, QR codes, which is nice because stock Android does not have QR codes built in. It's such a bummer. But now the Galaxy S8 will have it built in just through this Bixby. Anyways, search images, all that good stuff. You need to sign in. And I'll talk about that more in the near future. I will do a quick check-in video maybe in a couple days as well. But overall, snapping pictures, very quick, very, very snappy, very little shutter lag as well. But anyways, that's everything I want to talk about in my dual unboxing of the S8 and S8 Plus. I really hope you enjoyed it. Click that thumbs up if you did. Lots more coverage to come on both of these devices, some real-world performance, all that good stuff. So click that subscribe button. You can follow me on various social media as well. All links down below. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching.